Good morning. Good morning. Today is Sunday, October 27th, and this is 10 Big Minutes with Esther, and today with special guest, dun, 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 Wesley Baker.
Hello.
I have two loves, two sons, two reasons. William Baker is my oldest son, and Wesley is my youngest. Will is going to be 18, and Wesley is just turned 16. So I decided to take advantage of having him here with me today to ask him. Today we're talking about special needs, and really who has special needs. How should special needs people be treated? It's much more detailed than what you think and much more enlightening than what you think. And that is the purpose of today's video, is to give you tools on how about the subject and treating everyone. So Wesley.
Yes.
How should we treat people with special needs?
I believe that we should treat people with patience and understanding. Just because if we're patient and understanding, it'll make it a lot easier. Just so they can relate to us more, I'd say.
Okay. And what do you think that people with special needs, let's say your brother, my first son, William, let's say Will, what do you think that Will and people like Will would want us to know?
I believe they would want us to know that we need to be patient and understanding, like I said in the previous question, to them, because although we're all similar and almost say the same, some of us think differently than others, so we need to take that into consideration and be respectful of that.
Okay. And what's it like to have Will as a brother?
To have Will as a brother, it takes a lot of patience and, as I said earlier, understanding with Will. But in the long run, it's really nice having a brother with special needs because he's very caring and loving to you. And, it's great.
Awesome. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Alrighty. So, in talking to Wesley, who is an expert in his field, he's been doing this since the day he was born. The truth of the matter is that people who have special needs really aren't that different from us. They're really not. They're differently abled. Some things they can do less, and some things they can do more of. We grew up, or it's the tendency to look at somebody like, say, in a wheelchair or something. Oh, that poor person. Oh, that poor, whatever. You know what? We're all the same on the inside. Wesley just laid it out so poignantly that they need patience as we do. They need understanding of who they are and what they can and cannot do. We need the same thing, don't we? Don't we need the same thing? They are very loving. They are just so receptive. There are a lot of things that special needs kids and adults have that where they're better. They do things better than we do. Hey, Rodney, good morning. They do things better than we do. We all need, this is like my trifecta here. We all need tenderness, mercy, and compassion. Tenderness, mercy, and compassion. We all need that, don't we? You know who that includes? You. How do you treat yourself? Are you tender with yourself? Or you beat your, hey Victor, are you tender with yourself or do you beat yourself up? Are you merciful with yourself or do you drive yourself too hard? Hey Ada, good morning. Are you compassionate with yourself? Are you compassionate with others? See, somebody said, I read a book by a special needs adult, and he so wisely said, special needs people, their life mission is to teach us to love. To teach us to love. Notice how we're much more loving and patient and will go out of our way with people with special needs. They're not here to say, give me that attention, do that just for me. They're actually here to remind us to treat everyone that way. Treat yourself that way. Teach your children, your grandchildren to treat everyone that way with tenderness, mercy, and compassion. And we know that this is what Source would want us to do, God, because this is what He has given to us. Tenderness, mercy, and compassion. No matter how tired you are, and you're in the grocery store, I know I have to watch it when I'm in Costco. I don't go in Costco often because it's really easy for me to get into a road rage mode. So I don't go in there because it makes me nuts. But to treat people, everyone, people with special needs may not be able to verbally communicate or write fluently or have the body coordination to do the things that people with special needs don't. But I'm here to say we all have special needs. We are all the same because those same people do a lot of things better than we do. They listen, they love, they don't like conflict, they just want to get along, and they bring so much light. Have you ever, thanks Danny, hey Harvey, have you ever seen so much love or felt so much love around someone with special needs? That's because that's their mission. That's what they're supposed to do, is to model for us how to be. So they're really more able than we are to be real about it. In terms of the bigger picture of life and what happens after this life, they come from a much higher place than we do in this life, in modeling for us to be light and to be love, because they bring that out in us, don't they? What if we all brought light and love out of everyone else? Just think of what Earth would be like. They are our models. And Will has changed my life tremendously. First it was very painful because I didn't want to get out of my little comfort zone. But in the grand scheme of things, I wouldn't change a thing because he has taught me so much, and everyone around us, that life is not perfect, that things don't always go smooth, that anything can happen anytime. They're wonderful. Absolutely. So I want to ask you to make a commitment to yourself. Dear God, please clearly guide me so I can fully open my heart to every experience. Open your heart. Open your heart. Ask God for strength and open your heart to yourself first, and then to others, so that the light comes from you to others. And along with that, self-respect. Self-respect. Dear God, I ask thank you for honoring and respecting me, God. Thank you for looking at me through eyes of love. Please guide me to do the same for myself and grant me the courage to speak up on my own behalf. I ask for your protection in all of my relationships so that I am surrounded by loving and kind people. Put out light so you get light back and have a wonderful support system, because we all need that. Just like special needs people need special support, so do we. So do we. We are all the same, more than we realize. So the same natural compassion you would give to others, give to yourself. Share that light and love with others. Be the light. Be the love for you and for others. And because everyone wants to be treated with respect, right? Everyone deserves respect and love. And that's the way it's supposed to be. So, see what you can do this week to be better to yourself, to extend to yourself and to others tenderness, mercy, and compassion. I am sending you so much light and so much love and so much understanding. If you need anything, if there's anything you want to talk about during the week, feel free to contact me. Otherwise, have a wonderful week, and I will see you next Sunday at 10 a.m. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.